All right, so we have domain and range for the function. So you have your x bubble, you have your y bubble. Just remember that the domain is the x values, range is the y values. And when you put the answer, just remember that we have a set of numbers. So you need to use your braces, and then this is where you put the numbers, and then make sure you close the braces. All right, so we're using braces, not parentheses. All right, so you're gonna have all your numbers inside, and it has to be in order. All right, from the smallest to the biggest, least to greatest. So be careful when you do that. Go ahead and just write it down from the smallest number to the biggest number. All right, is it a function? Right here, you want to use the vertical line test. So if you put a vertical line, and you're going to tell me yes or no for each one, okay? So if I have, oops, sorry. If I put a vertical line going down, the vertical line test says if it touches it only once, it is a function. So you're going to put yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no for each one. All right, here for these, you want to replace whatever this is, h of x is x squared plus 5x minus 6. This is a minus, but this is a negative. So when I put them in here, you need to put parenthesis, negative 3 squared, don't forget your squared, plus 5, and then you have another parenthesis, negative 3, and then minus 6. So just plug this in the calculator, and don't forget your parentheses. And this is your negative. So let's go ahead and type it in. All right, so you have parenthesis, and then you're going to push negative 3 parenthesis squared. All right, that's my squared button. And we have plus 5, so plus 5. Oh, there you go, that's better. Parenthesis again, this is going to be negative 3 parenthesis, and then minus is going to be this one, minus 6. So look at how the negative is smaller and the minus is a big number. So my answer is negative 12. So for this one, it's going to be negative 12 is my answer. Okay? So just write it down before you plug it in. Okay? All right. Whatever you have here, it says f of x equals negative 7 parentheses x minus 11. What is the value of f of negative 5? The x is being replaced with the negative 5. So let me just set this one up. So it says negative 7 parenthesis, because that's part of the problem, parenthesis again, negative 5, all right, so that's the x, minus 11, close parenthesis. All right, you need to have this double parenthesis. All right, be careful with that. Go ahead and do all those. All right. Now, this is almost the same thing. Right here it says, if the domain of the function is, now look right here, guys, we have braces. This is your braces, which means that this is a set. All right, this is a set. This is not points. Let me zoom in so y'all can see. All right, so we have some braces. So this is a set of numbers. All right, what is the range of the function? So you need to go ahead. You're going to put each one of them in the function. So negative 4 parentheses negative 3 plus 8, and what is the answer there? And then the same thing right here, negative 4 parentheses 5 plus 8. So get those answers. You have 2 answers. All right, same thing right here. You're gonna do the same thing, replace the set of numbers where the x is. Use your calculator. All right, number 7, given 5 of x minus 2, find the domain value if the range is 13. All right, so this one's working backwards. All right, it says the range value is 13. So range is actually supposed to be the f of x part, because this is the y. All right, so that means that you have 13 equals 5x minus 2. All right, how do you solve this problem? All right, so we're going to go ahead and go over that. You want to add the 2 to the other side, but there's also a calculator trick. We'll go over the calculator trick. Go to the back. Same thing right here. There's a calculator trick for this. I'll show you how to do it. So the range is the y number, so this is the range, and it says the range is -2. So put -2 equals 6x minus 8. All right. So let me show you the calculator trick. Let's do that. All right. So what you want to do, you want to go to the y equals button. All right. There you go, y equals, and put the left side, this part, put it in the first one. So -2, and make sure you push the negative button. And then move down, and now you're going to put this part, 6x minus 8. All right, so you have the y1, y2. All right, now you're going to go, let's go and trace it. Let's go and trace it. So we're going to see the blue, we're going to see the red, and they want to see where they meet. So the way we do that is we put second, all right, trace, all right, so second trace, and we want to find out where they intersect. Number 5, enter. It's going to say first curve, so push enter. Second curve, push enter. Don't worry about the guess, just go ahead and push enter. And then we actually have the answer. So they intersect, they equal when x equals 1. Right? So for this one, x equals 1 is your answer. So let's try it. 6 times 1 minus 8. Let me put that in the calculator. All right. 6 parentheses 1 minus 8 is -2. So that is true. All right. So yeah, this is the calculator trick. Whenever you have an equals, you put this side in y1, you put this side in y2, then you push second trace, find the intersection, or the intercept, sorry. No, intersect. And then you want to push enter 3 times. You're going to do this a lot on your test. Whenever you have an equal sign in the middle, left side, right side, second trace, intersect, enter 3 times. All right. Find the domain and the range of the quadratic function. So this one has points. This is not arrows. So we have a point here, and you have a point here. So what is the left side and the right side, and what is the bottom to the top? This is what we were doing yesterday. Same thing here. Be careful, this one has an open circle, this one has a closed circle. So open circle, you leave the symbol by itself, but when you have a dot, or this closed circle, you have to put a line under it. And again, domain and range, left, right, bottom to top. All right, which represents y as a function, and the x cannot repeat. All right, you're just looking for wherever the x repeats. For example, look at this. -3, -3, that cannot be a function. The x cannot repeat. All right. So go ahead and finish this up. Raise your hand if you have any questions.